in your case, Paul, so how do you mentally prepare or prepare in general before a sales call?
Um, Make sure that you're organized with all the things that you need to present, diba?
Right.
All the information that you have to provide is there. So ako, ginagawa ko. I review the proposal. I review the people that I'm going to talk to, their positions, their value to the business.
Right.
And then I make sure that in the proposal also, I already find all the necessary things that I need to speak about. Like if there's a need to talk about price, need to talk about the feature and benefits of the products or the service. And of course, relax dapat. Nakatulog ka, you're able to prepare yourself mentally and physically. So that by then, everything should be in the right moment would be the right situation for the conversation.
Right. It's all about ano right aura, no? Especially if it's a
Yeah.
face-to-face sales call. Actually, I'm gonna tell you a secret. No? So over the years, what I do, as I mentioned, since I'm an introverted person, ano, and it's not really
Mm.
natural for me to be enthusiastic, especially when doing a sales call. So ginagawa ko, um, every time, so I go to the venue or the office of the customer. When I park, what I do is I listen to a fast, happy song.
Oh,
So yeah, so it gets me hyped up. So every time I sit on a call, medyo ano na ako, nasa enthusiastic mode, something like that.
okay.
So
Oh,
that's one
that's
way of
good.
one technique I do, no, every time. I think
Uh,
even mga performing actors or artists, they also do some kind of a mantra, no, before they start their
mm,
performance,
mm.
something like that.
Yeah, I think if you will call it like that, in my case, when I enter the building, what I do is observe everything. Like,
Correct.
what's the painting hanging on the wall that talks about the character of the company, or
Mm-hmm.
what type of people, are they wearing? Are they casual? Are they formal? So yung small things like that. Yung tawag natin dyan, mga CIA moves, yung parang detective na you're trying to understand the small bits, but that adds up to a painting or a picture of what are you about uh, to tackle with in terms of the challenge that's in front of you. And that's, yeah, if you have that kind of strategy, I have different strategy. But at the end of the day, it's really about relaxing yourself, making sure that you're mentally, physically, and all of your facets are ready.
That's right. So, well, another thing, no, just to add, another mindset for me is that if you don't prepare, no, before the sales call, the tendency is always, uh, the prospect will, take the lead, which is not good.
Mm,
Kasi
correct,
it's
correct.
your sales call. Kasi if they take the lead, then para mangyayari then you'll be in the defense mode, rather than the
Yes.
offense mode, So it's not gonna be
Mm,
your sales call if you don't prepare. It's gonna be their sales call, 'di ba?
that's
So,
right.
well, yeah, that's one mindset, And then when I sit down, I think in general, you have to be mindful also of your talk dash listen ratio.
Mm,
Kasi, well, sabi nila, the reason why you have two ears and one mouth is because you have to listen more than or
mm.
ask questions more, no, than doing all the talking and whatnot, diba?
Mm. Adding to that, listening, active listening is the key word for that. No? Meaning, when you listen, you pick up the right words that you need to absorb.
Mm.
And after that, after listening to them, they will be speaking out words or needs that they have. That's
Mm-hmm.
when you now take advantage of those needs, uh, trying to find out is that a pain point, and highlight that on your response.
Right, right. Siguro if you can go us through your your sequence, no, or process, no, from the time you sit down and talk to the client, what is the sequence of your or structure of your sales call during the sales pitch or the sales meeting?
All right. As an effective sales call, and this is for myself, I'm sure this is true to a lot of salespeople as well, especially those who are already experienced. You start with introducing yourself, and then wait for the person to introduce himself or herself as well. Get the names properly and make sure that you remember. Sometimes I have a problem with remembering names, so that's that advantage and disadvantage as well. Because if I remember one or two names and then I forgot the two other people who's on the table, or at the table, sorry, I need to ask their names again, which gives me a conversational opening. Oh yeah, I
Right.
forgot. Sorry, so can you? I forgot your name. Sorry, you're the director. I would remember their position maybe, but not their names. Um, and that's my problem. But
Mm.
again, this is a pros and con thing. Secondly, after getting their names and their positions, and you start telling them, I start telling them about why my purpose, why am I there, or
Mm.
I guess the best way to state your purpose is thank you. I say thank you for inviting us here, so we can um, provide you with our products and services, or thank you for inviting us for a meeting, so we can discuss about so and so, X, Y, and
Right.
Z, right? And after that, I open with you call an open-ended question. Sir, how do you feel about your current situation?
Mm.
And then they start talking.
Right.
And what are the things that you need for us to help you with or address? So they'll start talking about situations again. And why do you think is that so? So
Mm.
these what, when, where, why? These are open-ended questions. You don't have a question of, you don't ask yes or no that they will answer, or you will ask them with a specific item, and then they have to say, I don't have, or I do have. So open-ended, so that
Mm.
they can share their both information and emotion.
Mm. Mm.
So after I get all this information, again using the active listening skill, I start processing all those information in my head and matching them with the products, the
Right.
features and benefits of my services or my products.
Mm. Mm.
And then I just nitpick and then speak out the most prominent of the things that they mentioned.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
if you're a seasoned salesperson, medyo mabilis na yung pick up na yan. It's
Mm.
easier for you
Mm.
to pick up. It's easier for you to formulate. It's easier for you to match. And maybe just select the top three.
Mm.
And then after selecting the top three, then you start your conversation or introducing your products or services with those three main points.
Mm. Mm.
That in turn gives them an immediate attention. Plus the fact that if they only have a limited time, you already mentioned the three main things that
Right.
you need to speak about. Then the rest will just follow. If they're interested, you'll realize your 30-minute meeting will end up an hour or three. Plus personal things that they'll talk about also. Oh, you also play golf. Oh, you
Right.
also dive. Oh, you also do this. Oh, yeah, I do that. So
Right.
and
Right.
so forth.
Yeah, I think
And that's building the rapport na,
correct.
relationship building na right after.
Right. I think yeah, that's really important ano, yung rapport building ano. Some techniques na sinasabi nila is like mirroring also on their body
Yep.
language, 'di ba? And then
Mm.
one point is another important factor. I'm not sure in your case, but also the seating arrangement. Kasi most of the
Mm.
time you're on the opposite side of the table, 'di ba? Kasi pag if you're on the opposite
Correct.
side of the table, parang there's yung sense of parang kakampi ka nila than anything else is nawawala. No? So for me, I'm also mindful on the uh, being on the same side, literally and figuratively. Kasi again,
Mm.
it sends a wrong message pag nandun ka sa opposite side. I don't know, but I think that works for me.
Yeah, that's a
Uh,
good technique then is
yeah,
yung sitting beside them para at least, especially if you have something to show. If you have a computer, let's say you'd like to demonstrate a
right.
program, or if there's a presentation, for example, you want to project on the screen, then
Mm-mm.
you're all seated together looking at the screen, not looking at each other.
Right, right,
So you have that opportunity to share the demonstration with them, not presenting the demonstration
right,
to
right.
them. Yeah.
How about your presentation deck? Meron ka bang certain kind of format or structure?
Yeah, definitely. It's all about you start with the history of your company because
Right.
that gives you credibility, right?
Yeah.
It
Agree.
you establish first the credibility of your business and especially your experience, your
Your
breadth of
story.
experience, your length of time of service, no?
Yeah.
At saka lahat ng mga kailangan mong i-present about your accolades or what have you. But it should not be very long. It should be very quick. Like if it's visual badges or medals or certificates, if that's necessary in your product offering.
Right.
Now, yeah, next piece would be, of course, the features and benefits, because
Correct.
we know that a sales meeting is always about for your customer or your client. It's about what's in it for them,
Correct.
and if they find the benefits and the features right there immediately. And normally, what I do is because I research early about the client before the meeting, I highlight a word because
Yeah.
when you look at the presentation and you see that highlighted word, that connects to them immediately. Again, this is for the purpose of what if you lose attention from them, you already immediately caught their attention.
Right.
Correct?
Those are good points